Yo, what's up? What's up? Y'all thought it was over real quick, real brief. It's urgent. It's urgent. It's the NBA table. My son is still here. If you guys was tuning in earlier, he'll say that shit's not. But I got my guys with me. It's Daryl on Twitter, Sosa the locksmith right here at the bottom right, and my guy Fast Eddie, or you could call him Sons and Six. Call him Sons and Six. Yee. Talk that talk, damn. Starting with you, Daryl. How you feeling today, brother? We have to make it right.
I woke up feeling like $1,000,000, dog. I'm with it, man. I'm happy, man. It's been good. It's been real good, man. A lot of shit going off. I finally got back in the winners column after being out that motherfucker for about 2 weeks, dog. So, hey, I'm feeling it, man. I'm good with it. So, what's good, baby?
Hey, man. You know, another day, another battle. I'm feeling great.
That's right. Hey, everything good? Y'all got me good? Everything good? Make sure the my fault, bro. Go ahead, talk your shit, bro.
I got no complaints
we
whatsoever.
Good, man. We good. We just getting some money, man. I just just wanted to switch hats real quick for y'all. Just went out and bought this hat.
Oh, okay.
No,
little
son,
Phoenix
you'll
colors.
never catch me in another team's hat. Never catch me in another team's hat. Yeah,
but it do look like the Suns colors, though.
For the night. Over there.
Shout out to that. Right there.
Here we go.
We live in this motherfucker. I have to make sure my shit ain't muted, man. Like I said, my son is in and out here. Oh, I like that background as well for Sosa. You switched it up real quick. Looking nice and freakish right there. Most
unskilled MVP of all time. Because y'all, I know people keep receipts. You keep receipts all you want. The motherfucker just a skinny Shaq, dog. You just ready to try to dunk on your fucking head, and that's all he can do. It's ugly and beautiful to watch at the same time. Like, it's making you money, so I'm happy. That's the best part.
Off top. So what we talking about today is obviously the game four of the NBA Finals 2021. We got the Suns and the Bucks. Bucks at home did what they had to do. Scored 54 points in the paint. Did it convincingly first half. Started off the second quarter, man. We were talking about it. Man, that second quarter, dude, 37 points to about 17 or some shit like that. It was just ridiculous way of scoring them. I thought that was the difference right there, right. And from my point, but let's talk about that. Daryl, how you think about what was your reaction to the last game, and are you going to take that same approach in this game?
Yeah, but you got to, man, because when you look at it, this Milwaukee Bucks win was a convincing win, man. A convincing win. Now, talking with a couple partners, man, we thought the game would go to where the Bucks would come out hot first quarter, and then second quarter it would switch to the Suns, because we know, and it's been proven even in the second half of the season and whatnot, that the Suns and the Knicks were first quarter, first half squads, right? You did see a lot of that with the Hornets, kind of amazingly. Their first quarter team cover the spread. And that went the exact opposite, man. The exact opposite. It was specifically the second and third quarter that got the Suns in trouble. Got them in trouble. Now, if you listen to that presser, and I think Sosa, you and I was talking about this, man. We was building on this. Monty Williams called it. He was like, yo, that second and third quarter killed us. And even though I told my team this is what's going to happen, we saw it coming down the pipeline, and we still couldn't stop it. So that was alarming, if you ask me, because basically Monty told you he prepared as well as he could, dog. He prepared as well as he could, and he still couldn't stop it. Now, I was a little worried. I was a little worried, man, and this is the reason why. I was worried because, first off, I thought something was wrong with the Freak bouncing out of the game 3 minutes to the first quarter, right? See him go back. I'm like, all right, this is Paul Pierce all over. Oh, boy, got BGs. He got the bubble guts. But you could just see it was his nerves, man. It was just his nerves. And he came in there, and everybody was just barbecue fucking chicken, dog, left and right. So those comments by Monty Williams was concerning. CP3 said the same damn thing in his presser. That's concerning, right? You didn't see Booker show up, and y'all can touch on that, but I just specifically want to touch on Monty's point, and that was he prepared these motherfuckers for just what happened to them, and they still couldn't stop it. And so when you look at that recipe, you look at the line right now being what it is, which is last game. It's kind of gone up even more than last game. This is only a Bucks look to me. It's only a Bucks look. Now, I say that confidently, but at the same time, man, I already won my game. So if it's time for me to regress and start losing again, this shit, fade the fuck out of me, dog. But I don't see it, man. Looked at the model. Model has the same number, right? Just a little bit off. So the model's expecting Devin Booker to probably play a little better. I don't think so. But all in all, man, I like the Bucks here, dog. I like them. And I believe I'm going to take another alt line with the Bucks, and I'm going to take them at -8 or 8.5, maybe. You saying no? Hey, that's
He's talking about the comment. He's talking about the comment. He's talking about the comment.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, 10 females. Oh God, shit. See, he gonna get this man in trouble. He dry snitching, man. Get him off.
yeah. We got to boot this motherfucker off to get those.
Okay, but who is that? Yeah. Okay, Sauce. I thought you was talking about the line, but dog, yeah, I'm thinking right now, the way it's looking, the big came from -115 to -10, so the books have kind of evened out. I'm looking at a -7.5, -8.5 again for an alt line, dead ass, and make some house money. So that's where I'm at.
Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
So,
Eddie.
Man, it was real concerning for me. So. In my little banner here, it says Suns in 6. Doesn't necessarily mean I think they're gonna win tonight. So I'm gonna premise that by saying this: it was very concerning watching that game because at the end of the second quarter, all the way into the third, it seemed like the Bucks figured out how to stop the Suns. And the Suns were having a lot of trouble scoring. They looked horrible, right? So that's why I went into this game thinking, okay, there's no way they do it again, right? Have figured it out. Maybe they took a night off and they just, hey, nobody wants to take a night off in the finals, but hey, maybe they just figured out, okay, look, we're out of this game. We'll bounce back. It's okay. So maybe tonight's their bounce back. I don't know. I'll probably figure something out by the end of this show at some point. But anyways, where I'm really going with this game, I got to see the Suns be able to play 4 consistent quarters of basketball at this point because the Bucks shut them down for 2.5 quarters. It wasn't even close, man. It was getting disrespectful at points. So we'll see if Giannis going to come back with another 40-point game. Is Middleton and Drew and all those guys going to do what they've been doing? Are they going to lock them down? And we'll see, man. I'm still a little broken on this. I'm right here debating in my head on where I'm going with this side tonight. But I'm going to pass to my guy Wham because, like I said, the Suns got to show something quick out the gate.
Hey, once more. I got my son in the background. He's really making noises now. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you guys talking about sports? Let me talk, Daddy.
I was about to say, you got something to say.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He really want to talk his Suns talk because I'm feeling the Suns in 6 shit. I ain't going to lie. I'm feeling that there. But I think they can pull it off today. I'm not betting on them pulling it off, though. I'm betting on them starting off hot. I think they are going to start off a little bit stronger, and they're going to be able to hold it down. Again, I got my son in the background. Y'all definitely going to hear it. It's all great if you hear it. But for the most part, I think the first 10 points, which has been dominated by the Milwaukee Bucks, they have covered and scored the first 10 points in the first 3 games. They're not going to do that in this game because I think the adjustments that everyone is talking about Monty Williams will be adjusting today. I think you're going to see a little bit more aggressiveness on Giannis down low, punishing that he has been doing. I think he's 79% in this series in the paint. I think we're going to try to throw a little bit more bodies here, make these guys shoot threes. Drew Holiday did shoot 5 for 10 from 3 last game. But 4 of the 5 that he shot in the second half, that was when these guys were already up by 15 points. There was really no pressure on those shots that he really made. So more than half of those shots that he ended up taking out, that was when there was a little bit less pressure there. Another thing for the Bucks, though, I think that Bucks can still take this down. I think they're going to continue to score a lot of points in the paint. I just think they're going to have to figure out different ways other than Giannis running down the court like he's work done here. I think they're going to switch it up a little bit. But I'll say this, though. I'm taking the first half plus 2.5. I think it's going to be a tighter game than we've seen in either of the games so far. So I think it's going to be tight there. There may be a halftime tie We're going to cover that there, in my opinion. But I think the first to 10 Suns is my best look tonight, along with the PJ Tucker over points, rebounds, and assists. I'm not scared of it, bro. I'm not scared of it. I haven't took that shit off of here, and I'm not going to continue to take it off. I'm going to leave it up here. We're going to continue to bet it. It's PJ Tucker. He had bad officiating last game, 5 fucking fouls. He playing great defense, had 3 offensive rebound looks that he could have got that could have been called offensive rebounds, but he tipped it out. I'm not going to worry about it. We back here, and that's how I'm saying. I'm going to mute myself because I already know what it is. My guy Sosa got something to say. I'm going to lose.
All right. Listen, I agree with what Daryl said. I agree with what Wham said. I like the 11.5. Listen, all the Phoenix Suns did was protect home court. Y'all can call it whatever you want. You can say whatever. That's all they fucking did. All right. Devin Booker hasn't looked right since he got socked in his fucking nose. Let's keep it 100. Let's be honest here, guys. Like, has he looked the same? No. Chris Paul, don't let him go right 50 fucking times in 2 games. And you probably give yourself a really good chance of winning the game, right? Jrue Holiday gets your head out your ass, and maybe you'll play you'll play better. It's a good chance you'll probably play better, right? So, listen, man, I'm all over the Bucks tonight. I'm going to just let y'all know right now I got them winning by the spread, covering the spread, all that. First half, whole game. You know what I'm saying? First place. That's where they're finishing tonight. You know, they're going to win the game. And listen, if you're taking a spread, best of luck to you. If you're betting against it, best of luck to you. Every game in the series has been decided by double digits. So whoever wins is going to win the fucking game by 10 points or more. So whatever side you're on is going to be the winning side. No question. Right? The whole 4.5, everyone gets, oh, it's 4.5, it's 5.5. Bro, listen, those are 2 possessions. Whoever wins the game is going to win the game by 10 or more. You can keep thinking in your head, oh, one of these games are going to be close. No. Game 7 will be close because the refs will make sure it's close. But we're going 7 here, guys. If you're not really catching it yet, we're going 7 games here. All right, this is going to be a 7-game series. The one thing that people are negating is losing Dario Saric. Dario Saric is a versatile defender. He's not a big guy, but here's the thing. He's going to give you effort and energy on the defensive end. And this is the key here. He's 5'6". He's 6 fouls you can use against Giannis. He's 6 fouls to get physical or at least do something, right? Kaminsky can't play in the series.
He was getting killed, bro. He was getting killed.
He's got to. He's got to.
Outscored 13 when it was out there 14 minutes. Outscored by 13 when it was out there.
You shorten the rotation, right? And now you go on the road depending on bench players to be effective and bench players to contribute at a higher level in the NBA fucking A finals. Good luck. Like at home, I like him at home. Bench players play great at home. There's a reason why they don't start. And then you shorten the bench. You take a key contributor like Saric, who gives you quality minutes on both ends of the floor, can shoot the 3, handle the ball, do a little bit of everything. That hurts. Campaign is not the same player on the road. It's just realizing that and being honest with yourself. Like, I'm not saying that the Suns are going to lose the series. I'm not saying that. Even though I have at the beginning of the series, I'm not saying that tonight, right? This game's not going to decide who wins the series, in my opinion. It'll be a 2-2 series leaving Milwaukee, and it'll be a 3-game series after tonight. So that's my firm belief. That's my firm belief. So I honestly believe that Giannis has a good game. I honestly don't think Giannis has to go over 35 tonight. I think it's going to be another game of what we saw the other night, but I think it's going to be decided a little earlier than we believe. People can bring up that Scott Foster bullshit and the referees. Listen, we're dealing with talent here, okay? The Phoenix Suns are finally against a team that can match them talent-wise, okay? No AD, no LeBron, no Jamal Murray, no Kawhi Leonard, okay? Losing DiVincenzo is big, but they've kept playing games without him, right? And then now you lose Saric. Craig's not 100%. You shorten the rotation. You're depending on your starting lineup to give you 35-plus minutes and all be effective the entire time they're on the floor.
So when you say talent-wise, you're talking about starting 5 or starting 5, right?
I'm talking generally, because if you're only playing 7 guys and Milwaukee's playing 8 or 9, then your depth is no longer there, because that was, right. Remember, that was part of what people would say about the Suns. Oh, they're deeper than the guys. But then you're realizing, like, their bench really doesn't play that great on the road. And then They gave up 2 games to the Clippers without Kawhi.
Right, right. No, I hear everything you're. I think one of the biggest problems. We just get this point out real quick. One of the biggest things, and that's keeping me off of a side today, is the simple fact that the Suns have not proven in either game to be able to stop any points in the paint at all. They have 0 point paint presence when it comes to defense. And Ayton, as good as he's played on the offense, I mean, man, he is neutralized on the defensive end. Easy. He's not doing anything with his body to stop anything. So I don't know. That's the one thing that's trying to almost keeping me off of a side. I want to go with the Suns with the points because I don't see them getting blown out again. But I agree with Sosa. Whoever wins the game should blow somebody out. So if you like the Suns, according to him, take them money line.
Hey, this is what I'm thinking, man, because we talk about it and we kind of hear this ad nauseum, and that's the word luck, right? When you taking this championship run, there's just a little bit of luck that you got to have. So I look at this run by the Suns. They come in playing the Lakers, right? Injured Lakers at that. No AD. Bron is not 100%. They're able to get past that in 6 games. They go to Denver. Denver's all out of sorts, right? No Jamal Murray, obviously. No Bubble Murray, because that motherfucker went off in the bubble. They sweep him, right? Go to Clippers. Obviously, the whole team is on Paul George's back, right? You don't have a Beverly. You don't have a Serge Ibaka. You don't have fucking cornroll Kawhi that's just going to bang on you. So, if anything, they were allowed to capitalize on teams who had their best players out of the mix. Now they got the Bucks. And that's not the same scenario here. It's not the same in this regard. The best player is playing on the Bucks squad. And as you can see, there's nothing that the Suns can do about it. Now, they can beat them, right? They can beat them, and they have beat them. They beat them in Milwaukee in overtime. But this is not the same, man. It's not the same as finals. And so I think about this. The luck factor is ran out at this point. Now it's mano y mano. You feel me? Now it's, okay, let's get your guys against my guys and see who can get it. Obviously, they're talking about how good the Suns fans are, how the energy in those arenas are just absolutely ridiculous. Well, man, I beg to differ, bro. Milwaukee come and show up. They bring their fans with them, So there's a lot of steam and momentum towards Milwaukee doing that. Now, I'll end it at this. One thing that I said that they got to do is those role players that come in for Phoenix, they're very limited. What they got to do to get Cam off his steam is make that motherfucker go right. He cannot do anything but go left. And he's strong left. If you could get Cam Payne going right, you could take him out of his game. So that's one person that you don't have to worry about. So all in all, man, I'm saying this. The way the Suns showed up at home is exactly what they were supposed to do. And you need to see the same thing happen in Milwaukee. So I do believe Milwaukee can get this done, even up the series, man, by a landslide. And I got too ahead of myself, man, because I looked at how perfect the game that the Suns played, and I realized, like, yo, the Suns have to play a damn near perfect game to beat the Bucks. Not so much the Bucks, if you think about it.
Well, they just really needed Devin Booker to show the fuck up last game, y'all. Let's go add that in there as well. He shot 1 for 6 from 3 in the first half. These guys missed 12 of the first 14 threes in that game. So that's another reason for me to take the Suns early, because I don't think they're going to shoot that bad. It was basically like a zigzag type of game with their 3-point. They shot 50% in one, with the Bucks shooting 54 points in the paint, and then they shoot 29% with the Bucks shooting 54%. I think that's the difference, along with these guys kind of giving up at the end, of course. The being up by that much is kind of deflating. And that second quarter, bro, like that second quarter is just big standout. Like 35-17. I said 37 earlier. 35-17 in the second quarter. That's not happening in this game. I think this is going to be a closer game, guys. I think it's going to be a closer game in this one, just because it's just what you've seen with the Suns. It's kind of anomalies, bro. Like, you're not going to see Michael Bridges go off again for 27 points, but I don't think you're going to see Booker have 10 either, though.
Listen, this is all I'm saying, man. The bench looked really bad, and I don't expect their bench to come out guns blazing. So if you're betting props, you're betting on a couple of starters from the Suns, but you're not betting anybody on their bench except for maybe Cam Johnson. That would be the only guy you would be like, okay, yeah, like I'll put a couple dollars on him, but that's it. You're not betting on Cam Johnson, the Craig dude. What is his first name? Is it Torian Craig?
Torrey Craig.
Yeah.
Torrey Craig.
Like the Bucks just, they're, like I said, they can match this team talent wise. That's the biggest thing to me, right? Or they can match the Suns talent wise. They can match them, and those wing defenders that they have can't match up with Giannis because they're babies. That's the other thing. You might have versatile defenders, but even if they're versatile, he's a freak for a reason. He's a direct defender. They're like, oh, Kendrick Perkins is on TV talking about, well, they should start Jay Crowder on him. Well, that's great. He'll just blow right fucking by him. And then Jay will be fucking tired on the other end trying to put up shots and start bricking. So that's great. Do that. Right?
Jay Crowder, bro. Come on now. Like, that motherfucker wilding for that shit. Jay Crowder, he'll fix the plug. He'll stop this.
He'll just get in the way. Like, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Good plan, Kendrick. And I love Monty Williams, but bro, listen. I said it wasn't going to be a walkover at the beginning of the series. You're seeing it more and more now. This Suns team they're very good. Okay. And listen, people got a lot of futures money on the Suns. They started picking up steam like midway through the second half after the All-Star game. Everybody started, they're here, they're coming. Chris Paul's the missing piece. So it's a lot of money involved still in these last couple of games. So my thing is, and that's nothing. Crowder hit 6 threes and they lost by a dub.
He was 5 for 5 in the second half when they were up 5 for 5 in the second half. Like, who gives a fuck now at that point?
I had 6 threes. Like, dog, we lost by 10.
It was in the second half, bro.
I want to bounce back to something that Daryl said earlier when he said that the Suns had an easy route to the finals, right? I believe that. I really do. They went up against a lot of teams that were missing stars. That, you know, it's already been said. But when they come up against this Bucks, I think the Bucks got a little bit of help as well. Yeah. I'll be honest, man. I think the Bucks at the same time, like you said, you shorten your benches so you're not playing so many role players coming off of the bench. And the Suns are now missing one of their best role players. Yes, but sir. I still think the Suns are deeper as far as who can come bench and play than the who's coming off the bench.
I agree with that.
Who's coming off the bench? Portis?
Who on the bench? Listen, I just answer this one question for me, and if I'm wrong, I'll name me one player coming off the bench from Phoenix that's better than Bobby Portis.
Cam Johnson.
What?
I would have to agree with that.
Cam Johnson. I would say Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson is a little bit more versatile.
Bobby Portis is a liability on defense.
Didn't Cam Johnson dunk on somebody, like put that nigga into outer space? Cam Johnson is actually a good point, bro. That's actually.
So you saying Cam Johnson can't score with Bobby Portis?
I'm saying I'm not taking.
To me, they're both inconsistent.
I'm saying I'm not taking Cam Johnson over Bobby Portis coming off my bench. No.
Okay. Let me. I'll say this.
They're both it's not even close, bro. It's not even close. Cut it out.
Okay. Bro, how is it not close?
What
does Bobby Portis do that Cam can't?
I say in college, Bobby Portis was a monster.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just say. Okay, hold up, back up.
I'm trying to figure it out because
Bobby plays good defense on everybody but guards, bro. Bobby Portis only looks bad defensively when he gets caught in switches and pick and rolls. That's it. You show me one person. You show me a person that's 6'8", 6'9" that gave Bobby Portis work. I want to see the tape. Let me back it up.
Both inconsistent scores. Both pretty much are the same player in my eyes.
Bobby's way better than Cam Johnson. Way better. I'm sorry, my bad, Daryl. Like I'm because I'm a big Bobby Portis fan, so obviously
I can see that. I can see it.
Yeah.
You
Crazy eyes.
fucking jaw and get kicked out of town. You're in my
when you knock somebody out, you out of here. You out of both teams too. He left the Suns and the Bucks. He had no chance.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, man, because I saw something in the comments, and that's a good point that actually Dutch made, bro. First off, Jay is not hitting 6 threes tonight. He's not doing that. I wanted to look and see what the books tell me, right? Books only got this cat at over 2.5, and that number is juiced to minus 135, right? So the books are already telling you they're not expecting Jay to have that same game. For at the same token, Devin Booker is the same fucking number, and he's minus 114. So what that does tell me is that, yes, Jay will get some looks, but you're going to have to pay for that juice in order for him to hit. Is he going to hit 6 threes? Maybe not 6. He might get to that 3 because it is juiced that way.
I like him to get the 3, though. I love the 3.
Yeah, it is juiced.
He's going to get the attempts regardless, right?
Yeah, he's going to get the looks, right? So that number makes sense. But when I look at Devin Booker's number, and they only got that motherfucker at minus 114 at the same number of threes, that's kind of telling you, man, that's kind of suspect, dog, that something ain't right with this man. That the books are willing to give you the same number as Jay Crowder, but Jay's number is juiced. You feel me?
If you read go ahead, Daryl. Sorry, finish your thought.
And then to your point, I don't care, man. I'm riding with Eddie, dog. Portis, crazy eyes, Portis. He looked like a goddamn serial killer. But Cam Johnson,
I fuck with that part of him though.
Cam Johnson is the truth, man. And he's young. He's got nothing but upside, dog. Nothing but upside.
Yeah, no, like if you was to rate their careers and what you think their careers are going to be, I say that Cam Johnson,
absolutely,
he'll have more money than
Cam Johnson was a fucking lottery pick. I mean, that's not like
this could have been Bobby Porter's last stop. I'm
a North Carolina guy, okay?
Yeah.
I don't fuck with Cam Johnson.
Oh, that's foul. That's foul, dog. You fucked up.
Crazy.
You fucked up, dog. Because he got off to college.
He went to UNC and he's light skinned, and I still don't fuck with him.
I know. You hating, dog. You hating.
Nah.
Cutting off the light skinned brethren now.
I'm mad at you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just not a fan, bro. I'm not a fan. Like,
hey, but to talk about what real quick about Devin Booker. If you read any article, it doesn't matter. Everybody's talking about what's wrong with Devin Booker, right? Yeah, and Sosa, he alluded to it just a little bit ago. He hasn't been the same since he got punched in the nose, right? He ain't been the same since he had to put on the mask, man. He's not the baby Kobe everybody wants to make him out to be. We can stop that right now. Devin Booker is still a very talented young man, right? He's a very talented young man, and he's not going to continue to be. He's not going to go out there and score 10 points. I guarantee you, what we're going to see tonight, we're going to see a force-fed Devin Booker tonight, and he's going to go off. He's going to have to go off.
So here's a question I ask. I'm going to ask it to you, Eddie. Is there obviously not the third game, right? But in the first 2 games, was Booker the reason why the Suns won the first 2 games? Did he have any influence in the reason why he won the first 2 games? Or was it more Ayton and then Chris Paul coming alive in the second half and Ayton having a dominant game when he had that talk to with Monty Williams? Did you think Booker, his play changed the pace of the game, and the reason of his play is the reason why they won games 1 and 2?
I think 20 points is always going to be a reason why you win. 20 plus points is always going to be one of the reasons why you win the game. If you're getting that from a player, you're getting it from 3 players. But at the same time, I don't think Devin Booker plays the defense. So I just think he was another player on the court, giving them on the offensive end, right? But I think it had more to do with the Ayton and the Chris Paul matchup than it did with Devin Booker. Devin Booker didn't take anything over. I'll be honest, I was in and out of both the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Third game I watched, from beginning to end. But to me, Devin Booker, he's not going to score 10 points. And in the first 2 games, if you're putting up 20 plus, yes, he contributed to the win.
One thing about Book, I don't expect him to be I don't think he's going to have an extraordinary game. But game 2, you have to give him credit. Game 2, he was very much responsible for them winning game 2. Every single time that the Bucks would cut the lead to 5 or get them close, he'd hit a shot. and he was hitting some beauties. I'm talking like contested jump shots from the corner. He had one where he got his own board, put it back. He had 2 threes consecutively. He had corner jump shots on either side in the fourth quarter. So in game two, book closed. Now, obviously, they end up winning the game by what, like 10 points, I believe, was the final score. But if we watched basketball, the final score really wasn't indicative of how in charge, how in control the Suns were the duration of the game. Like, they were clearly the better team throughout. You know, the Bucks continuously would fight back, but they would never get it to like single digits to where it's like 3 or like 1 possession. It'd always get to 5, Book would hit a shot. It'd get to 4, Book would hit another shot. So game 2, I give him a lot of credit. Game 3, he just didn't look right. I don't know what the fuck was going on. He didn't hit, he was hitting his looks. He was getting a lot of contested jump shots. Tucker was getting in his ass. Pause. He was getting after him. That's no question. But I personally believe that, like the under 27.5, that's a look I like. I also don't like Chris Paul to get 23 points either. I'm riding heavy with the Bucks today. No question.
I think Chris Paul bounced back though. I think Chris Paul bounces back. I think he could go over that total. And, you know, without the blowout, he probably would have went over it last game too. So that's kind of what I'm approaching there. But I think the Suns possibly don't win it today. You know, I'm never saying that I think the Suns win. I just think they come out early. I think they're not going to miss, you know, the first 12 out of the first 14 threes. I think they're going to make a little bit more of a adjustment, have sets here. But I agree with what everyone else is saying as well. So I do agree with the Bucks having to continue to keep home court all the way locked in, and that's kind of where I'm looking at it. Anything else you guys want to close out on, or anything else y'all want to talk about here? Because I know we could talk about some other spot, or you guys have any other topics that y'all want to talk about? Because we do usually, when we all together, got a little bit of a, we want to shake the world, or at least the Twitterverse here. So anything y'all want to bring up? Anything else y'all want to holler at, bro?
I tell you real quick, man, I'm looking at the points, rebound, and assists by Chris Paul. It's at 35.5 at -110. So it's just right there where the books believe. I think if anybody is going to make the game, I guess, competitive, it's going to be Chris Paul's play. Definitely not Book. Like I said, I'm heavy on the Bucks. I'm taking that alt line because I agree with the model. The model has this game again by 8.2, which, like I said, is a small tad under where it was at 8.4 for game 3. But I do like that Chris Paul points, rebound, and assist also, because he's going to have to step it up. Something is wrong with Book. I just don't think that you should put any money on him right now until after he plays and you see him play. But what I'm saying is, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, brother. I keep cutting you off, man. I'm sorry.
No, but I just like that play. But go ahead.
No, the thing with Book is he played good games, and then he had a bad game, and now I don't see the problem with Book. I think Book had a bad game. Drew was getting a lot of slack, right? He was getting a lot of slack for his first 2 games. He wasn't playing well, came home, played better on defense, did some other things, right, and contribute to the win. PJ Tucker, I'm not saying he scored a bunch. You know, we watched that live when we needed 2 more points for him to get in. But at the same time, his defense was you know what I mean? He was pressuring. He was doing a lot of things for his team that contributed to the win. But I think Book has to have a bounce back game tonight. And yes, it's a have to, because there's no other reason why he's going to have a bad game unless he's getting pressured and he just can't beat it. Somebody in the chat said maybe he is that soft and he just can't beat the coverage and he can't get it out of his head. Who knows? But I think he rises to the challenge tonight. And I'm not saying he's going over any points, rebounds, assists, or anything like that. All I'm saying is I think Book is going to have a really good game tonight. And really good doesn't mean 30 plus. It just means what he's been doing the first 2 in this series.
Is he wearing black forces? Because then I got a problem.
If he shows up to the game in the old school, if he somehow shows up to the game in the old school,
he always showing up with something fly.
We got a problem.
I thought when Wham said we were going to change the subject, we were going to talk shit on Stephen A's bitch ass. But
there you go. See, I knew he had something in there.
Was that? Is it time yet? I
think it could be. Yeah, it could be. I mean, all I was going to say is You know what I mean? I'll just wrap it up real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the Suns to score the first 10 points, first half. PJ Tucker, point rebounds and assists. But I agree with Sosa. Let's talk about Stephen A. Smith, the man who needs a vacation at this point because he was fucking in Vegas with his 2 chains on. Fucking what the fuck going on here? So I start off saying that when you know you fucked up, the first thing they do is bring somebody of the race that you did wrong. They had the boy June Lee on there. That shit had me feeling some type of way, bro. Because I know how it feels when you a black man. They fuck us up. They throw Stephen A. Smith ass out there too. So he was able to do it for a change. That shit was crazy, bro. I kick it to Daryl though. That Stephen A. Smith shit was crazy. Wow. But and honestly, I want somebody to like let us know what the story is because obviously it's about baseball show Ohtani and shit. Yeah. But the shit was just mind blowing to me, bro.
Okay, let's get it straight, man. If we're gonna keep it 100, keep it a buck, dog, let's do it. This nigga is not for black folks, man. This motherfucker coons and shucks and jives. That's how he's made his name. This is why he's the face of ESPN, dog. He don't got people of color in mind. And because this motherfucker is from Philly, right? Because he got a little pedigree, you know, dealing with HBCUs and all this shit, he feel like he got access to the community, bro. Tell me, this motherfucker has no access to real reputable black folks. This motherfucker be on Fox News. This motherfucker be on these goddamn soap operas. This motherfucker has told you he's a capitalist, dog. He told you he's a capitalist. You look at capitalism was not made for black folks. Right?
At all.
So what I'm saying, man, is this motherfucker has taken his blackness and he has switched it up in a way to where he's going to tell you that he's black, but he going to tell his executive friends he can't stand them black folks.
Man.
You feel me? So,
go ahead, Daryl.
All I say, man, is Stephen A. is not for us, dog. I've been saying this shit for a millennium, my guy. This motherfucker is not for us. He is not for people of color. He is not for unity. This motherfucker is an Uncle Tom who knows Ebonics very well. That's facts, dog. I'm telling you, when he with his white people, when he's with them executives that write his checks, he showed this side of his hand. You know what I'm saying? When he with
that brother's starving.
When he with the niggas, he showed this side of his hand. You know what I'm saying? So he flipped. He could be black and he could be white when he want to. But what I tell you, man, that he can be black, he is not black. He is nowhere near black. This is why Max Kellerman has got more fucking clout than this motherfucker, because at least you know Max is going to give you the real. He's going to give it to you. So it make me mad, and this is why I say shut the fucking TV off, because he's going to do some fuck shit like this. And what the problem is that when you look at Stephen A., he has got, it has been conceptualized that he speak for all black folks because he is the first to cap for black coaches, black head coaches, black players. Man, this motherfucker shucks and jives, dog. And I guarantee you, white folks can use the N-word around this motherfucker and he will sit there and laugh at you. Yeah. We sick, boss? That's what I'm saying. That's a Motisa type of motherfucker, dog. And that's why I don't fuck with him, man. That's all I gotta say.
What kind of wine is that? I need some.
I know, man. That got me all hyped
what
up.
What kind of wine is that?
Bro, fuck that motherfucker, dog. That's why I turn the TV on. I like Max. I've always been cool on Max, man. You know what I'm saying? But Steve is a opportunist. You got to understand that, man. And so he is going to shit on anybody that he can to get up and get an opportunity for himself, man. He's not advantageous in helping other people out. He's an opportunist. Fuck that motherfucker, man. Fuck him.
Oh, man. Here we go. Listen, I don't really fuck with him or Max Kellerman personally, but you guys need to know that Stephen A. is a complete jackass. He says anything and everything. The fact that he brought up diversity or talking about diversity with baseball. Listen, I will say this. I will say one thing that I personally agree with.
Don't you do that.
Listen, there's only one thing. Baseball in particular, okay? They don't necessarily want other guys being the face of the game. That's so like that from that. We'll just put that out there because Ichiro times the star we ever seen in any sport, and they still didn't let him be the face of the game, right? So I don't agree with the whole interpreter shit. You can say whatever, but bro, the shucking and jiving and literally the just he allows himself to become a puppet of American exceptionalism. It's where it's like you think you're better because of something, and it's not a good look when you're supposed to be a guy who's objective and supposed to be for black people in general. He dogs a ton of athletes, just people in general, and it's just weak at this point because he's employed by Disney. We see them do sucker shit all the time. They hire guys and guys the platform all the time that are just there to say whatever the company line is. Keeps them. Right. He personally is not a spokesman for anyone except people who have gotten through life by just talking stupidity and getting awarded for it. He gets on TV and yells and just does a bunch of dickhead shit. If you ever watch the show, the motherfucker be forgetting what he's even talking about. Sometimes he like just makes shit up. So for me personally, bro, like I just think he needs to shut the fuck up. He needs to take the fuck off TV. Disney needs to stop giving us these fucking jackasses on our TV and making it seem like they're the voice of black people in sports, because there's not. There's tons of black people and men who have better thoughts, better opinions, express things correctly, and they're not fucking trying to qualify for tap dancing in the fucking Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest issue is I went to an HBCU. Bro, I know white people that went to HBCUs. I don't give a fuck.
Bro.
Like,
it doesn't mean that you have you don't that don't mean anything. You don't get an automatic pass.
That's
for
fucking
life
awesome. Like he looked like he played hockey at a HBCU, but we're gonna leave that. I'm gonna chill. You know, if you're white, you can go on a minority scholarship to HBCU. You feel?
Right, 100.
Yeah.
100%.
Like if you're the punter, like ain't no black punters. Like, you know, the football team still gonna have a white punter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you feel me?
You know it. You might get a Spanish bull. You feel me? But they're gonna be white. You feel me?
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this because what you say, it makes a lot. Listen, Disney is kind of in a pickle here. Listen to me real good, man. Because
fuck Disney.
The problem with black commentary is there still has to be a black person who is presentable enough, who can bring in the audience on both sides. Okay, so the problem that Disney is facing now is that their roster, they cannot really replace a Stephen A, because you have to, on one hand, be that obnoxious black guy, but you also need to know how to turn it on and off.
No, but go ahead, Daryl. Go ahead.
So this is the problem that you have. If you want to set Stephen A down, who replaces him? It's not going to be Perk. You want me to tell you why? Because he's too dark, dog. He's too dark.
And he's too black.
He's too black, right?
That and Perk is a fucking moron. He's an idiot. That nigga's stupid.
He's learning on the job. He's learning on the job. He's
dog. Kendrick Perkins can eat a dick. I hate him. I'm sorry.
Stop Perk out. Perk out. Carry on, y'all. Carry on. Carry on the Perk slander.
So first off, Perk is too black. Our Jeff is not black enough, right? He doesn't have that audience to where he can draw people, but most likely proper black folks like Carltons, like me, if you feel me. So he's not going to draw in that crowd. For whatever reason, man, Jay can't keep himself out of trouble. He keep getting his Twitter hacked. This motherfucker cannot be solid, and he says stupid shit on any given occasion. The only person who could really take that mantle is Jalen Rose. That's the only one.
For me, the only guy on ESPN.
the same line.
Nah, the only black dude on ESPN that I will fully endorse 100% is Bomani fucking Jones.
Yes.
The
problem is he's too black.
There's not a single black dude on ESPN that I trust, that I want to have a beer with, that I would hang out with, that I would bring my kid around. He's the only one.
He killed that for himself the second that he wore that. He killed that for himself. I'm telling you now, the second he wore that Caucasians t-shirt.
Oh,
He killed it. He's too black. He's
I forgot
too
about that.
Black.
I forgot
Right?
about
So
that. That's why they took the show away, huh?
It's a lot to that.
Of course, they had an Asian on there. That's fucked up. They're just taking it right away from us.
They really took a show away because Le Batard was starting a mutiny against Disney. And we all know that they tried to kill all of Le Batard's kids is pretty much what they called them. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about Mina Kimes, Pablo Torre, Bomani.
Right.
But the thing is that here's why they couldn't fuck with them. It's because Le Batard was bigger than ESPN.
Right.
He was all they really had. If we're keeping it G, Le Batard was all they had when we're talking about diversity and inclusion. It's a Spanish dude from Miami, a Cuban dude from Miami. That's who they had. That was the face of diversity and inclusion at ESPN. And he put on more minorities than any other show on the fucking platform.
Big facts.
He was diversity at ESPN. He was
right.
he was it.
ESPN's having a problem right now.
They don't have it.
They have
so
I
see.
So
I'm glad we're translating and we're kind of correlating here. They're set to actually have a town hall, like a actual publication, you know, where they talk about diversity in their ethnic, you know, diversity in their fucking hiring process or whatever. I guess talk more about, you know, black sorriness basically here. You know what I'm saying? And this just reeks. This just reeks of like, you feel fucked up about what you done did. Like, you feel fucked up. You had no reason to do this. There's no reason for you to go out there and just talk about it. Oh, we're sorry.
You know you done
fucked up. So a lot of the things you got saying to make it, you know they fucked up. You know they fucked up when they doing shit like that. You know they fucked up.
My grandma used to tell me when I was young. My mom and dad used to tell me when I was young. You're sorry you got caught. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
My bad. No. I thought I got cut off again. No, that's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. What's the quote? You're just sorry
catching you off guard. I feel you.
Yeah, he threw me off. I'm like, oh shit.
Wow, you didn't understand.
All of a sudden, my guy like, damn, hold on. My face big as fuck now.
I didn't know you
my
was
fault,
the
y'all.
podium. No, that was
my
it.
fault.
I just wanted to throw
I love what you was about to say. I felt that. Yeah, I felt that. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure, you know, we shake the internet there. I knew we have it in us last two times. We talked about subjects and, you know, shit kind of correspond, you know, that it kind of escalated in one situation. And I think that's the reason why they're having this situation with ESPN here. But this is our second time talking about them. But going into what we're doing here, this is obviously something you're going to see more of us, this panel. You know, either on my channel, on these other gentlemen's channels, on these other gentlemen's platform. We're going to keep going in on it. And now I have my family coming through the door, so you might hear them now. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully I don't have to keep looking down at my son on the ground running around.
At the young king.
Make sure he ain't drinking bleach and shit. You know how I'm saying? Still got to be a great father at the half of it. You know what I'm saying? Half of it.
Yeah.
I was joking. And I see somebody say my baby was hungry. No, I made sure I fed him before we came here. He's teething. It's another step that you probably wouldn't know. You know, certain levels to cry. If you hear the little squeak in the cry, that means teething, bro. You know, so it's just a little tails here and there. But I say all that to say I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. I mean, for jumping on with me. Posted all our picks. All our picks will be posted, whatever from there. But anything else you guys want to hit out, we'll start with Dale, go back around to Eddie, and we'll cap it off with our good guy Sosa. You already know, bro. How you feel, Daryl? Anything else you want to talk about?
No hot takes, man. Y'all know what I'm about, dog. Dead ass. Y'all know what I'm about, man. So I was just looking at Big Boss, and he was like, do y'all think this few days layover plays in the hands of the Bucks? I just think this is a Bucks game, period, man. It's just a Bucks game. Big ups to how they played against the Suns and played the perfect game against them. I just think it's one of those games. So I ended with saying, the Bucks is going to probably win this series after they win this game tonight. That's the way I'm looking at it. So I'll leave it at that. Bucks minus 4.5. I took it. Bucks minus 8.5 at plus 150. It's on.
And it's real simple. Did take his sons in 6 out of there. So I guess he might agree with him. Talk your talk.
I came to my senses, man. You guys, my good guys up here on the show, man. They changed my mind about tonight. Not the series, about tonight.
Okay.
About tonight. So I'm gonna ride with you guys on the Bucks, man. I think the Bucks get it done tonight. I do think they get it done. But what play I am really bullish on, and I collab with our guy Mike. You guys know Mike at El San Miguel. We got a collab, man, over 221 for the total. I think this game goes over. I don't see that the Suns are gonna score. I mean, the game almost went over last game, and they got shut down defensively from the second quarter on. I think they'll get a couple of more buckets in to push this game over. But I do want to say one thing about Stephen A. before I get off. I didn't get to hop on my soapbox for a second. I think the thing with Disney and ESPN and Stephen A. is every time we watch a movie, what do we see? We see the angry black woman, right? He's the angry black man that's presentable to the public. He's Stephen A. You know, oh, well, that's what a black guy's supposed to be, right? That's who he is. And Stephen A. Smith told it himself. He said, every day I wake up, I think about how I can make my bosses more money in turn.
Wow.
That trickles down to me. So Stephen A. Smith, somebody pulls his strings. That's all he is. He's a puppet, and he'll do whatever he needs to do to tap dance, as my guy Sosa said and Daryl and everybody else said. He's going to tap dance as long as he can, as long as it makes him look good. He'll say what needs to be said. And I love how Disney brought up the Asian fact, but they didn't bring up the slander that he brought up about Nigeria. That's all I got to say.
Oh, God damn.
I should have put him on the podium for that one, y'all. Damn.
Get him, dog. God damn. Eddie going to come through, bro. God damn.
I love that. Cheers. Cheers, my brother.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I loved it, man. I'll end with this. Fuck Stephen A. Smith. I have nothing good to say about him. All right? See this guy over my shoulder? We have shit on this man left and right. He has pushed every correct button in the playoffs. I have hated on him. I've said he was incompetent. I've called him names. Slow. I've called him things I can't say on the internet anymore. I learned that after 2 episodes ago. We have given this man hell. He has made every adjustment. He's pushed every button. Sometimes maybe, Monty Williams has shown us that you don't have to be loud and demonstrative to be a great coach.
Right.
You can say whatever you want about Budenholzer. The team has gotten better. They've gone further every year in the playoffs. I have talked the most shit on this man. Tonight, he gets the job done. Drew Holiday plays great. I think we see a good game, good flow. It's an NBA Finals game. It's the NBA fucking Finals, guys. I'm excited. Yes. Hopefully, we all cash out on our bets. Hopefully, we can be live at some point during the game. That'd be great. That went great last time. But for me, it's fuck Stephen A. Hopefully, he can get off a TV very soon. Fuck that guy. Fuck Disney. Fuck ESPN. Tune in to the @ right here, because during football season, you're never going to have to go to ESPN. Daryl, Simba, Wham, I'm sure Daryl and Wham and Simba have already locked in with us for it. Wham,
you already know I'm in there.
I would love to get you on there as well. But follow that @ everything's coming to the people on September 4th. It's building up to some great things. Appreciate you, Wham, for having me on. I never, I'm fairly new to the internet. I think we've established that like a million times. So
like 1,000,001, sir.
Oh no, not at all, bro. Not at all.
I'm fairly new to the internet.
Not the way you switched that Bud right there. That was a funny ass switch right there. I looked up. Like the Coach Bud, and he does his face right here.
He does.
I want to pop this up on the podium. He does this face, bro. This face right here. That shit just makes me feel like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, bro.
Dog, I was about to say that's a clueless ass look, bro.
Dog, that shit is hilarious. We got people in the chat laughing at that shit too.
Violent, bro.
That shit is funny, bro. But nah, I definitely appreciate it. It's always good times. Again, follow my guy Sunday Mornings QBs. Like you guys said, I definitely will be a part of that. We got a fantasy league that I'm working on to getting in as well with you guys as well. It's all the way locked in, bro. We all the way locked in on NFL, MLB, and college football. My guy DJ Big Boss in the chat. You know where he does it the best. It's the Mountain West, and he will be back with all his great takes, great conversation. We also got our homie our guy from Hawaii that slides in there, Big Mike, that comes in as well. He's offensive lineman for Hawaii, starting there. So he will be in here probably mid-season. Hopefully we get him mid-season. Let him know, how you doing with this 3-0 record or this 2-3 record. Whoever the fuck knows. Who knows what we talking about then? But hey, it is good, man. I love having you guys on. Daryl, at Real Simple 4, at Is Daryl, at Sunday Morning QBs, and also Sosa Locksmith. I'm TrotWAM on Twitter, Walter Trotter the Sun. This is Who-Bangin Sports Talk. I have to do it, man, with my homies, bro. It's only right, bro. But we out of here, bro. I'll catch y'all later, man.